Let's go to Ray in Maryland. He's got a Kiss top 5. Hey, Ray.
Hey, Eddie. Well, welcome back to the metaverse, too, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, appreciate that. Finally.
Yeah, right on. I noticed that I called in a week or so ago and let you know, I was the one that let you know that Gene's page was hacked, but I noticed his got fixed in less than a week. He's all good to go now. He must have put out some of that Kiss cash or something.
Yeah, it just comes down to, like, you got to know somebody that really has a contact, I guess, at Facebook or Meta, the parent company. You just got to have somebody that really knows the way to do it and really has contacts there. And for me, it was a big management publishing company. Those people deal with a lot of different artists and deal with this stuff a lot. So they stepped in and helped me out, which I appreciate. And I'm sure Gene had somebody immediately in his management camp that had the right contact too.
Yeah, we're on the fan page, man. We're glad you're back. And another real quick Kiss thing. I'm so glad you mentioned that that YouTube series where they go like record by record on the art. And I geeked out and binged. I'm on episode 7, and I just started it.
So, it's great. It's great.
Really,
the guy we should just tell people so they don't know if they want to find it. The guy's name is Claudio Bergamin, Bergamin. He himself is a album designer. He's an artist. He did Judas Priest Firepower cover. He's a great artist in his own right, but he's a huge Kiss fan. And this series on YouTube and he puts a lot of effort into it, sourcing photos when they're talking about stuff. It's fantastic. It's such a great watch. And he actually did an interview with me, which he hasn't posted yet. He's doing a new series where he's interviewing people and asking them to give him their top 5 album covers. And then he researches information and is going to put out a whole new series. He did one with me like 6 months ago, but he hasn't posted it yet. He's still working on them. But he's great at what he does, and that's a really great watch.
Oh, cool. Something to look forward to. I'll burn through my top 5 Kiss albums real quick. Number 5, I've got Hotter Than Hell. The production thing, I know that's always the issue. It doesn't really bother me that much on that album. It's got a lot of great songs. At 4, I have Creatures of the Night. At 3, my top 3 are what I consider the meat and potatoes of Kiss. And 3, I have Destroyer. 2, I have Love Gun. And 1, of course, Rock and Roll Over, which I think went over really big yesterday.
Yeah, I think that most people, just about everybody, had Rock and Roll Over and Destroyer. Love Gun was well represented, though. Thanks, Ray. Have a happy 4th. Love Gun was well represented. And again, that's the other thing. Like, when you do that, I mean, you go track by track, which I think Fitz or somebody did yesterday on Love Gun, and you're like, yeah, why? This is almost as good or as good as the previous 2 records. Like, why isn't this? But it's impossible because you can't do every one, obviously. That's the whole point of limiting it to 5. But you really break it down and you start analyzing a little bit, and you're like, well, yeah, why do I favor the other one so much more over this? It's just really just a feel. I think a lot of it has to do with like how you grew up with these records, when you were first exposed to them, how you were first exposed to them. Because like I said, even though my first album was Destroyer, at the time I got it, Rock and Roll Over was the new album. So both have a really important thing for me because I saw both of those albums for the first time ever at the same time. And it was my first time I ever acknowledged or saw something called Kiss at that time, looking at those 2 records in 1976 at 12 years old. So that obviously is going to carry a lot of weight with me too, beyond the fact that the records themselves are great and I still listen to them.